Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega Occasionally. On this occasion, I'm giving it to you straight. If I wasn't here, where would I be? And have I any regrets about coming here in the first place? After 11 years, I'm almost exactly 11 years. We're 1 month short of 11 years in Thailand while making this video. Do I have any regrets? I do. I absolutely do. I'll tell you this. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm happily married and I have my wonderful son, Harry, discounting that, if I didn't have that, because I wouldn't change that for a moment. But if I could go back 11 years and have the opportunity again, I wouldn't have come to Thailand, knowing what I know about immigration. Immigration, it's not immigration. You don't emigrate to Thailand or immigrate into Thailand because you're not an immigrant. I'm an alien. It says it on my passport. I have to do the 90-day reports and I have to apply for a visa every year, every 12 months. So my regret is that I didn't stay within the EU. Because in the EU, you don't have to, I have an EU passport. So therefore, I'm an EU citizen. So by default, I can live and work in any EU country without notification of the authorities. Well, you do have to know. I don't know if you do or not. I think you just have to let them know you're there. Well, they know you're there because you get in, but they don't know you're there because they don't stamp your passport, you see, when you go between countries in Europe. Just to say, by the way, that's what I regret. I regret not thinking it more, not knowing, not planning, not knowing that I'd have to go through this rigmarole of 90-day reports. God damn. And I still to this day have no idea what that's all about. I still cannot resign myself to understanding what the hell is the purpose in that. I mean, what is it? It's an exercise in bureaucracy. I mean, you have a visa, you're granted, and I have gratitude in that. I'm grateful that I've been granted a visa to stay in the kingdom for 12 months. But why is it necessary to do a 90-day report every 90 days when all it is a stamp on a piece of yellow paper? Anyway, but that's just, look, whatever it is, there's reasons for it. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't see the reason for it. And in terms of regretting, I would much rather not have to do that. I'd much rather not have to apply for a visa every year and have that uncertainty. So if I had moved to the south of Spain or the south of Greece, or the south of Italy, or French Guiana, because French Guiana is in South America, yeah, but it is part of the European Union, you see. If I had have gone or stayed within the borders, let's say, of the European Union, I wouldn't have to go through any of this. And if I lived in the south of Spain or Spain in general, the cost of living in Spain or Portugal is a lot lower than it is in Ireland. The cost of living anywhere is a lot lower than Ireland. So I regret that. I would like to see myself. You know, I said to me, I've often thought about this. You know, I could be in anywhere in the south of Spain. I'm not going to mention a town or a village, whatever, but I could be anywhere in the south of Spain now, enjoying the climate there, which is not tropical, but obviously it's a lot better than Northern Europe, and enjoying the low cost of living. And I could work online without hassle, doing what I do here, for example, doing this, quite easily. So one of the major regrets of coming to live in Thailand is the absolute, and this is my problem, not the administration's problem. It's my problem because I'm the one that has the the issue with it, let's say, because there should be no issue, because if you want to stay here, that's what you got to do. And that's the try. I accept that. But at the end of the day, if I weigh it up, I'd rather not have to do that, and you'd rather not have to do that. So if I had the opportunity again, I'd much rather be, I wouldn't say I'd rather be in Europe, but I'd much rather not have to apply for a visa, and I'd much rather not have to do a 90-day report, and I'd much rather feel part of the establishment almost, because as a foreigner, as an alien, because that's what it says on the passport, on the stamp, you are in a perpetual state of peripheralness. Is that a word? You're on the periphery, and that creates a sense of uncertainty. So that's the answer to that question. If I have any regrets, that's the only regret. But I will say, all the things that have happened in the meantime, in terms of being fortunate enough to have a wonderful Thai wife, and being fortunate enough to have my wonderful son, Harry, none of what I have said prior to this holds any water, because I am completely content and happy to be where I am. But in terms of if I had the choice again, not knowing what would have transpired now, if I had done my homework, I probably wouldn't have come to Southeast Asia in general, because all of Southeast Asia, regardless what country you're in, you're going to have to apply for a visa. If you're a European, you're going to have to, or an American, or a Canadian, or New Zealand, or whatever, you're going to have to apply for a visa and all that kind of stuff. You let me know what your regrets are about coming to Thailand, because we all have regrets. It doesn't matter what it is. If you buy a Ferrari, you're going to be glad you did, but you're going to have regrets. It doesn't matter if you go on a date with Taylor Swift, you'll probably be glad you did, but you're going to have regrets. So I don't know, you have many regrets on that, but however, let me know what your experience is, and I'll try to get back to you. I try to get back to as many comments as possible, but I tell you, I've got 3 channels now on YouTube. I've got this one, Alpha Omega occasionally, I've got the Big Picture El Panorama, and I've got BPEP2. BPEP2 is the Big Picture El Panorama 2. So I have a lot of stuff to do. But I hope to see you again, and make sure, if you haven't done so already, click that like button, click the share button, click the subscribe button, do all those, and notifications bell, do all those wonderful things, and I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining me. Hello there.